The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Those words from Psalm 23 were probably the first prayer I learned as a kid. And if you're familiar with it, do you remember the line that says, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Man, I'll be honest, as a kid, all of that talk about the valley of the shadow of death scared me to death. I don't know what comes to mind for you, but I think about a really dark place, and I didn't want any part of that. In fact, I'll be honest with you, just between you and me, even as an adult, I'm still a little afraid of the dark. So when I'm in an environment like this, unknown, if it's dark, the first thing I'm doing is whipping out my cell phone and turning on the flashlight. Instant light, instant direction, no problems. My technology makes me feel really self-sufficient. So much so that you can forget that it's only been in the last 40 to 50 years that we can carry instant light in our pocket. That's a relatively modern human phenomenon. Before that, if you were lost in the dark, you were just in the dark. You were stuck, and you were probably dead meat. Light meant life. So whether it was a roaring fire in a cave, or a lantern lighting your way, or even something as simple as a single candle, to have light was to have life. And it represented things like warmth and comfort and safety and community. The idea of being lost in these woods without my technology to help makes descriptions of Jesus like this one feel much more urgent and needed. Luke 1:78 through 79 says, because of God's tender mercy, the morning light from heaven is about to break upon us, to give light to those who sit in darkness and in the shadow of death, and to guide us to the path of peace. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. I believe Luke had Psalm 23 in mind when he wrote these words because he understood that light was life. And so it's no coincidence that he compares Jesus coming into the world at Christmas to the breaking through of light into a world of darkness. Because that's what Christmas is. Christmas is God breaking through the darkness of this world with the light of life. Where do you feel like you're groping in the dark right now in your life? Man, this world is full of darkness. We all experience pain and suffering, difficulty, things we can't navigate on our own. Sooner or later, we all realize we are desperate for light. And the good news is that Christmas is God's response to our desperation with deliverance of light in human form and Jesus coming. That's why John said, in him was life, and that life was the light of men. Light in heaven broke through in the form of a baby in a manger that grew up to have a victory over death that would put darkness in its place forevermore. And friend, he did that for you. He did it for me. Jesus came to be our light and to guide our feet in the way of peace.